Welcome back to RimWorld. It has been a while since the last time we checked in with this community. The last video that I did, we had just moved them into this area, running away from a horrible insect infestation, and everybody was miserable because they all hated their lives here. They had actually just lost a character that was, I believe, the spouse of one of our citizens. And so, people were just going psycho, running around, trying to kill each other. I've finally stabilized things, and one of the things that helped me stabilize this community was the new ideology update. And so the new ideology update came in. Now, when you start a new community, you can decide what their ideology is going to be, which gives you the ability to basically, play variant versions of the game, where the rules are different, where what your characters are willing to do and what they're eager to do versus what they find abhorrent is different. So you can make like a cannibal community or a community of raiding slavers or a community where everybody's naked all the time. These are all, viable options. Because this community was in progress, though, when the update landed, they gave me sort of a randomly generated ideology that's kind of pretty vanilla. So it's got kind of the usual things: slavery, bad; execution, bad; cannibalism, really bad; corpses, gross; marriage names, patriarchal; everybody's got to wear clothes, I guess, or everybody... No, they just don't care. Be naked, don't be naked, whatever. So this is kind of like, I don't know, free love community, I guess. Physical love is free and approved. Everybody can only have one spouse, though, so I don't know. That doesn't seem quite as free love as it could be. I've got a couple of ideological leaders. I've got a first chief, which is the most charismatic character in my community, of which there are few. I've got a very uncharismatic community. And then the original person I'd been considering the leader of the community, the one that I'd been leveling up in the sort of feudal ranking system, that character has become my moral guide. The reason I made Sayo my moral guide is because her social skill is like garbage. So I made Sienna, who's our more social character. I made her the first chief. But Sayo is instead our moral guide, and what that means is, so she already had some psychic abilities that she had earned by climbing the feudal hierarchy from the previous update. This is how infrequently I play RimWorld. I basically every session is a different update, and so she's got some abilities that allow her to make characters happier. Now that she's also the moral guide, she can convert people to our religion, she can reassure people to keep their faith strong, and she can counsel people who've been through bad times. And so basically, I've been using Sayo here to keep my community on an even keel morale-wise. The character who lost their spouse here, who lost Kechikonyo, I'm probably pronouncing that terribly, the character who lost them, I was able to get them over their grief by having Sayo counsel them and give them sort of a mood that would help them overcome their grief. And then she's also been using Word of Joy, which is one of her psychic abilities, to keep characters on an even keel. So I've actually managed to get everybody to the point where they have sparse but decent bedrooms, which is making them happier. Nobody's starving. We've got, we have run out of our food stores that we had stored from farming, because I realized at the last minute I had not been preparing to keep my animals alive in the winter. So basically blasted through all of our vegetables and some meat, and some insect meat, in order to make kibble to keep them alive, because my people are herdsmen. They've been keeping alpacas for a long time. They've also started keeping donkeys, because you can ride donkeys, and they just bought a breeding pair of horses. And so we've got horses now, which are going to be great for traveling around and trading with people. We'll need to learn how to grow some cash crops, but I think we've got a pretty sort of good economically stable plan here. The only problem is, like an idiot, I dug into a mountainside, and so even though these people they fled a terrifying bug infestation, that's why they're here in the first place, they've already had one bug infestation from having dug into this mountainside. So they're idiots, they don't learn from their mistakes, but that's fine. So yeah, Jedi Cytrix isn't here right now. She's one of my frequent audience members. I think she might really like the ideology update if she gets into RimWorld, because it is, it's just all about what people can tolerate, what people think is right and wrong, and that definitely is the kind of thing she usually streams about. So I don't know if RimWorld is really up her alley, but if it is, that might be worthwhile. Thanks for pointing that out, Cogs. All right, so the reason I wanted to start streaming this right now is because it's getting to be evening on the 15th of December, and I believe that the next day is going to be the 1st of Aprimay. And the 1st of Aprimay is the Sky Lantern Festival, for my community, for my religion. I don't know what festivals are like at all. And so I figured that we would explore that together. Since the ideology update is new, we're all kind of curious about it. Let's find out how that works. So I guess I'll speed things up because people are about to go to bed. Doing some research, but... Oh, Ergo and Blue are like me. They just stay up way late working too hard. But people need pants. I believe that White... Yeah, so White is going to go replace their pants. And Blue is also making clothing for somebody else. Oh, more pants. Yeah, so my people have just been ruining their pants lately. I don't know what the deal is. So Blue's headed home. All right, everybody's going to sleep. And now it's the 1st of Aprimay. And so I'm not dead certain how to start the festival, if it's a thing that will happen automatically or if I need to manually trigger it. But let's wait till everybody wakes up and we'll find out. By the way, it is freezing cold outside. It is -9 degrees Celsius. And that was actually a thing. So Blue has become a really, really good tailor, partly because I had them spend all summer making parkas for everyone because it was going to be so freezing cold out here. And right before winter hit, there was actually an event that happened out in the world where somebody placed like a climate affecting device that would actually lower the temperature near my base. So it was actually about to be an even colder winter if I hadn't succeeded at fighting that thing. So like these icons here on the world map, they've started appearing a lot more. There are these things called work sites. I believe that if I were a raiding community, this is what I would be raiding, because I think they've set it up because you know, the permanent communities, these things right here. If you just tried to raid them all the time, I think there would be diminishing returns. So I think they're making these sort of temporary settlements out here to give me targets to raid that you know aren't like permanent installations on the map. So right now my characters are not raiders, and so I'm not taking advantage of those at all. I've got a peace talk thing up here, too, that I want to attend at some point, but we want to do the festival first. Cogs wants to know if everyone does lame, horrible pranks on the 1st of Aprimay. Yeah, I don't know, because it is kind of the 1st of April, but it's also kind of the 1st of March and the 1st of May, so it's kind of all those things at the same time. Okay, so nobody's saying anything about the festival, which means maybe I have to manually trigger it. So, begin godly fiesta? That's just the fun thing. So, okay, so I've built this. So this is a holy chancel, by the way. So I've got an altar in a room of a certain, I think, size and quality, and that makes it sort of the church of my community. Okay, so let's see if I can figure out how to actually trigger this festival. A lit campfire or ritual spot. Spot must be unroofed. Unroofed with at least 25 unroofed cells in the area. Okay, so I don't do this at the church. I do this elsewhere. Okay, so we can do a campfire. Unless, is this a ritual spot? No, that's just an animatree. Okay, so I guess we could put a campfire in the middle of our community right here. Yeah, let's put one like right there. So temperature, campfire. Oh, why can't I put it here? Is it because it's like, oh, it's like wet ground. I can't put it on wet ground. Maybe we'll do it in front of the church. Like over by these old ruins. Is there anything pretty that I want to, like, we want this to be successful. I'm trying to think if there's anything that could make it more successful. I don't think so. I think I just need to just put it somewhere open. So let's just put it here. And let's make sure that our best person works on the campfire. Oh, okay, so Cloudcraft says that actually ritual spots are just like caravan spots. They're under miscellaneous. And there's a party spot, there's a caravan, oh, and there's a ritual spot right here. Okay, got it. So, but a campfire will work. Okay, so the question is, Cloudcraft, since you're here and you know how to do this, do I just begin any old godly fiesta on the 1st of Aprimay, which is the sort of big, it's the Sky Lantern Festival, or do I have to like manually trigger the Sky Lantern Festival? So how do I do it? Is it Sienna that does it? She's the leader. Is it Sayo that does it? So, okay, so Gior, while I'm waiting to see if Cloudcraft is in a position to answer me, Gior wants to know, what is this game about? So, for anybody who's new to RimWorld, RimWorld is a colony simulator. It's basically, it's a lot like, it's in the same zone as Dwarf Fortress, so definitely not as far down that path of being complicated and inscrutable. It's somewhere halfway between a normal game and Dwarf Fortress. But basically, the scenario is you're a group of struggling people who either you're a bunch of tribal folks who've been ejected from their land, or you were just in a crashed starship, or you're some rich person who's trying to escape from the world. There's several different scenarios you can start with. But either way, you are a group of people sort of on their own in the wilderness on an alien planet full of like precursor ruins and all kinds of dangers, and you've just got to figure out how to survive. You've got to farm or hunt or build. You got to build a colony with different technologies that sort of help keep your people happy and alive. And then bad stuff happens to you constantly, and you're just trying to survive it all with the infrastructure you've built up for yourself. Okay, so Cloudcraft says that I need to do it at a valid ritual spot, and apparently... Oh, here it is. Begin festival. Wait, what? Why is it saying I have to wait till the next 1st of Aprimay? What? Okay, this red speech here. So this red text here says that I can't it's the 1st of Aprimay right now. Cloudcraft says there are reports of bugs with rituals on the 1st of Aprimay. Interesting. Okay, so I might have actually just run into a serious bug. Okay, so let's try something. Hold on. Let's try loading my game. The previous save that I had, which was on the previous day. Let's build that. Let's build that campfire again. Let's build it a little bit early this time. And see what it says. By the way, Gior is like, Aprimay? What? Yeah, so basically this game has 4 seasons, and each season is a single month, which is a portmanteau of different months from that season. So Aprimay is the spring month, etc. I'll be able to start this in... Oh, weird. Negative that many seconds? This is a weird bug. Wow. So, the number of negative... Wait. What? You're right. This is a really weird bug. I guess my festival might not be able to happen. Hold on. Let's try a regular ritual spot. Let's see if that'll be any different. Wow. That is bizarre. So Cloudcraft says that he actually edits his rituals when he's making a new game with a new ideology, specifically to avoid Aprimay, because apparently Aprimay is a disaster. Okay, well, it looks like I can't actually do the thing that I came here to do, which was to try... So my entire community is going to be miserable because we're going to skip our holiday. That kind of sucks. Ah... Man, I mean, I'm assuming that that the developers are aware of this and they're going to fix it as soon as they can, because this seems like it's going to be a really frustrating time for me. Oh, who's having problems now? White's having problems? What were your problems? Oh, they observed a rotting corpse. Well, stop doing that. I think that the rotting corpse negative mood is stronger. Okay, let's actually... Sayo, make this person happy. White. Oh, now she's gone to bed. Okay, fine, whatever. But yeah, I think that based on the ideology of these people, I think that our negative corpse reaction is stronger than it normally would be. So this version of this day, Blue did not stay up all night making pants. So we've got sadder people because we don't have the pants. Or do we have the pants? Let's see here. Oh, these are decent pants. This character should put some pants on. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it. Well, that really kind of sucks. Well, I had kind of a limited time available anyway. I've got no idea if I'm going to bother turning this into a YouTube video. because nothing happened. I mean, maybe I'll turn it into a YouTube video that is Beware the IDES of Aprimay. Okay, actually. Yeah, we're making this into a video now, and it's going to be called Beware the Tides of the IDES of Aprimay. And it's going to be about the fact that you shouldn't have rituals on Aprimay because you can't trigger them. Well, you know what? Let's have a regular festival. We can't have the one we were supposed to have, but we can do a regular one. All right. So everybody here belongs to the same religion. Oh, wait. Oh, they want to have kneel sheets and a lectern. Can I do that? Let's see here. Kneel sheets and a lectern. Are they under MISC? Kneel sheet. Out of alpaca wool? Absolutely. So let's put those down. And a lectern. So I'm not sure exactly how to arrange these things so that they're most useful. But maybe we put it next to the altar? I don't know. Okay, everybody, let's work on this stuff. Let's build some things. Oh, are we out of alpaca wool? Because I just made all those pants? No, we've got enough alpaca wool. Or maybe Chasisa's just going to grab it all. Yeah. Okay, Urgo's going to make that. Sayo, work on this. Where's Chasisa going? Oh, okay, still needs to put more alpaca wool down. All right, there we go. Ooh, it's masterwork. Nice. I wonder if that's going to give us an advantage. Okay, let's begin the godly fiesta. No, it doesn't make any difference. But expected quality, 94%. Okay, let's do this. Let's begin the ritual. What's going to happen? Okay, everybody gathers. Everybody gathers. They're all getting on the kneel sheets. They're milling around and talking. I just realized I was doing it at high speed. But nobody's going to go talk at the lectern? Come on. I built a whole lectern for you guys. Oh, we had a fun godly fiesta. Everyone gets +5 mood for 6 days. Cool. So I could actually do that weekly. Like, I could have these characters, like, attend church regularly and have that affect their mood in a positive way. Fun festival. There we go. Nice. Okay, cool. Well, that was it. So, yeah, so I've just realized, you know, I didn't get to do the big festival, unfortunately, and that's probably going to cause a bad mood for my people. But as long as they attend church regularly, that's going to solve their problems. This actually reminds me very much of my own religious upbringing. Just the whole idea that going to church regularly on time, that's what's going to make your life better. Cog suggests that Blue, who's been making pants for people, They should teach the proper value of pants during church. I agree. That's probably a good use of their time. All right. Well, now let's see what happens when we get to the end of Aprimay and we did not have the festival. Huh, it's only 0 Celsius out here. Oh, that's what we needed. A psychic drone. Ugh. All the ladies are going to be freaking out now. Is there something I can do to counter psychic drones? Is it coming in? So they have foolhardily, by the way, built right next to some precursor ruins that they have yet to open. Is the psychic drone coming from the ruins? Is like, if I actually bite the bullet and like crack this sucker open, is that going to do something for me? Cloudcraft says I don't think that's a thing. Okay, yeah. It's just, I would love for the psychic drones to go away. All right, 1st of Aprimay, you're almost done. It's now the 2nd of Aprimay. Okay, so I can't repeat it again within 20 days. Okay, without it being less effective. Huh. All right, well, it doesn't look like any... How upset are people about the fact that we missed the festival? Nobody seems to be upset about it yet. They haven't woken up the next day yet, though. So let's see if anybody gets mad at me because I didn't do the holiday. I didn't observe the holiday. Sayo's up. Sayo, how are you feeling about it? Not super worried about it. Definitely want to make sure that Sayo... okay. Yeah, her Psy focus is high. People are going to start having major break risks. Specifically, the ladies in my community. Sienna, Chosisa. So we'll need to have... Sayo is going to have to be on red alert to give people joy fuzz with her psychic powers. But yeah, it looks like... I wonder if they've addressed temporarily the Aprimay bug by having people not care about missing the festival. Or maybe if there's a side effect of that bug, which is people not caring about missing the festival. I don't know. Blue doesn't have a lot to do. Maybe Blue... Ooh, maybe Blue should make some blue fur parkas, which are going to be better than other parkas. Is this... Yeah, let's make some blue fur parkas. This is like when your kids tell you they're bored and so you make up chores for them. Blue says that, Blue is unoccupied. Okay, we're playing some Game of Ur right now, but Blue is unoccupied, so now Blue can go and make some fancy parkas. Our people are going to be so cozy and warm. It's going to be amazing. Oh, here we go. Major break risk. Chosisa, not happy. Probably mostly because of the psychic drone. Also because Chosisa walked by all of our rotting corpses. Okay, so you know what? This is probably a problem. The fact that we just got all these corpses over here. So... Again, I think the reason why the corpse situation is so bad is because in the ideology update, my characters have taken on an ideology that specifically is not a fan of corpses. So somebody... How many corpses do I have here? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I've just made not enough graves yet. Okay, somebody is going to have to go and just bite the bullet, see all those corpses, probably Chosisa. So actually, Sayo, can you give Chosisa a nice little moodlet here? Let's make Chosisa happy. Though sometimes Chosisa gets knocked out by this. Let's see if that happens. Okay, good. Okay, so Chosisa is going to go because she's our construction specialist. She and Balkabalpe are going to go out here and start burying corpses. Okay, so these people are all miserable. Okay, Balkabalpe is particularly miserable, so let's Make him happy. So yeah, we'll start piling these corpses in the holes. So people don't... Okay, so Bakabalpe. That didn't work. Bakabalpe's unhappy. Wait, no! No! Okay, who's closest? Sayo. Bakabalpe just dropped his food in the doorway and is letting our prisoners go. No. What the heck, everybody? Okay, hold on. Let's arrest these people. And Rich, I think, is another person who'd be good to arrest someone. Okay, so let's definitely not do this, idiot. Sayo is nonviolent, so Sayo can't help out with this. Okay, so Rich is definitely going to capture Cuban. Where's Chosisa? Okay, Taffy's getting away. Sayo, can you do Word of Joy on Sienna? Looks like Sienna's unhappy, too. Yeah, Taffy's getting away. Ah, dang it. Okay, fine. Well, we've got one less prisoner now. I guess we'll have to be successful in our next raid. All I want to do is just bury some corpses. That's it. Now White's all miserable. And I'm all out of Word of Joy, so hopefully White will... Okay, we just got 3 more corpses. Come on, everybody. Let's bite the bullet and get this done. And now White's having a tantrum. I'm so sorry I made you... Hey, don't attack White. Chosisa's bed? It was masterwork, you jerk! Oh! Oh, you're the worst! Oh, teach you. Chosisa's gonna make a new bed out of marble now. She's gonna have an even fancier bed than she had before. I'll show you. Okay, no. Sorry, okay, White, your punishment is you gotta bury the last corpse. Yeah, serves you right. We all have to do hard jobs sometimes, White. Cloudcraft says, I may be distracted by other things, but I can clearly hear Jeffrey failing, and it amuses me. Okay, so only good quality. It's made of marble, which I think is a thing that makes it fancier, but Chosisa lost her excellent bed, and that is a very sad time. Ugh. Well, there we go. At least the snow is melting. You know, we're starting... It's actually getting back towards growing season. That'll be nice. We won't have to be just eating muffalo jerky all the time. So yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about getting back into this community. So we're at a fairly stable state. We managed to survive a really harsh winter. So I need to start thinking about how to progress this place further. Because now that we're sort of on an even keel, we need to start thinking about improvements. So I could probably sort of do something with my animal herding operation. Maybe grow a little bit more hay grass to keep them happy. Right now, I've got a couple of bedrooms that are like attached to the main building here in the middle. I could probably use that space for more interesting stuff like, you know, entertainment and stuff like that. So maybe I want to build some fancier bedrooms, give people their own houses a little bit more in the outskirts. I definitely need some more defenses. I've just built some ramshackle defenses here and there as needed. But I should definitely sort of think more about defenses as you know, more raiders are likely to come. Also, my power infrastructure is just a bunch of windmills, which is okay for now. But as I start adding things like, you know, I'd like to invent turrets at some point. That's going to take a lot of power, and I would need to have a more solid infrastructure. Cloudcraft points out that horses are great at improving map movement speed. Yeah, I agree. So another thing I want to think about is making money. I want to figure out some, you know, I know that like blue makes really good clothing, and so I end up, you know, selling some clothing, and that's a thing I can make money with. I also tend to breed and sell a lot of animals. This is way more alpacas than I need, so That's the thing I could do. I could also try, growing some like Devil Strand, learning how to grow things like Devil Strand would be kind of cool. So there's several different ways I could take this community. But for now, I think we've explored what we wanted to explore, which was rituals, some of which work and some of which don't in the ideology update. And so that's probably enough for now. So yeah, I came into this knowing I didn't have much time to actually get into some solid RimWorld play, but I just wanted to explore a few things and get myself a little bit more familiar with the ideology update. At some point, Cloudcraft and I are planning on doing some kind of like collab video where he introduces me to some of the stuff that he's learned about the ideology update, maybe with a brand new community so we can craft an ideology from scratch. So that'll be a fun thing to do at some point in the future. Probably not this weekend because I've got so many other games that I want to get through. Yeah, I mean, I can give you a preview after we're done with the video. I'll give you sort of a preview of what it is I want to play coming up. But there's some cool stuff coming up. So with that, let's get out of here. So if you want to subscribe to my channel, I'm going to put a little button right there. You can do that. And, if I make more RimWorld videos, I'll try to include them here or, just links to other things.